In this video, we're going to take a look at the features available on the EVO SP8 8-channel smart preamp. SP8 is designed to give your studio the performance and capability boost it needs, providing 8 intelligent EVO preamps that set their own levels with Smartgain, advanced converter technology, and a versatile range of input and output connectivity. Add to that 2 JFET instrument inputs, the all-new groundbreaking Motion UI control system, and exceptional audio performance across the board. The EVO SP8 might just be the world's smartest mic preamp. Let's find out why. To put it simply, SP8 allows you to expand any ADAT or SPDIF equipped audio interface with up to 8 additional inputs. These additional 8 inputs use our studio quality EVO preamps, each on combi jack connectors, enabling you to record microphones over XLR, as well as line level equipment such as synths or keyboards over TRS connections. Our EVO preamp technology not only has all the sonic advantages of an all-analog mic preamp, but by being digitally controlled, it offers incredible precision, which gives you the ability to dial in gain levels with pinpoint accuracy down to the decibel, perfectly match the levels of stereo pairs at the touch of a button, and make use of the Smartgain feature. So it's a digitally controlled analog mic pre, the best of both worlds. To build the perfect guitar or bass tone, you need the right foundation. So the first 2 inputs found on the front of SP8 feature our harmonically rich JFET instrument inputs. Designed to replicate the input stage of a classic valve amplifier, these inputs provide an ideal sonic foundation before you hit your amp sims. So just plug in your instrument, set the instrument to instrument mode, and get recording. One of the main factors that makes SP8 so powerful is the Smartgain feature. Powered by our lightning-quick Smartgain algorithm, it uses advanced peak analysis to automatically analyze, adjust, and set your gain to the perfect levels, all in less than 20 seconds. This is an incredibly powerful feature, letting you set input levels for all 8 inputs at the same time, so it's quick and easy getting going on those large and often time-sensitive sessions, as well as making it easier to record on your own. For example, if you're a drummer and recording yourself, imagine being able to set up your mics, press the Smartgain button, start playing, and 20 seconds later, all your levels are dialed in and you're ready to record. So Smartgain lets you save time, avoid clipping, and rest easy knowing your recordings will be captured accurately. All of the inputs can be sent to your existing audio interface using one or both of the optical outputs on the rear panel, either via ADAT or optical SPDIF. When using digital audio, you need to ensure that all of your devices are in sync with each other. So with SP8, you have the option of clocking via the ADAT outputs, making your audio interface sync to SP8's clock, or for a more streamlined workflow, you can use the word clock input or even the ADAT inputs to sync from your audio interface's internal clock. As well as the inputs, SP8 features 8 analog line outputs. By default, these will send out a copy of your inputs, perfect for backup recordings on an external recorder, or for sending audio to a mixer, for example. You're also able to switch these analog line outputs to digital mode, enabling you to send audio from your DAW out of the line outputs. This means you can use SP8 to send audio to outboard gear while you're mixing, or feed headphone amplifiers while you're recording, without the need to use up the line outputs on your audio interface. In the studio, sound is everything, and EVO SP8's high-performance A to D and D to A converters make sure you hear your audio accurately at all times, whether you're simply recording or sending audio to your favorite outboard gear. Better converters mean better audio, helping you make creative decisions confidently, identify issues, and improve your overall recording and mixing game. Following on from the success of our EVO 16 audio interface, SP8 features the same Motion UI control system. At the heart of Motion UI is the beautiful backlit, full-color LCD screen, which uses IPS technology to ensure the screen is always legible from multiple viewing angles, all while ensuring your key session information is displayed in crystal clear, high resolution. Designed to keep you and your session in motion, Motion UI offers detailed visual feedback whenever interacting with the hardware, intelligently displaying information as and when you need it. So pressing an input button will temporarily display the input name, the levels, and all the functions activated for that specific input. Then you can activate features such as phantom power or instrument mode, or using the single control wheel, you can adjust the gain with decibel stepped accuracy. When not interacting with any specific input, the screen will change to display input metering for all 8 channels, so you can keep an eye on everything at the same time. EVO SP8 will work with any audio interface that accepts optical input. However, when combined with EVO 16, our 8-channel audio interface, the devices are able to provide a deeper integration to form an EVO expanded system. By connecting optical cables between the EVO 16 digital outputs and the SP8 digital inputs, not only can you send audio to the SP8 line outputs, but EVO 16 will also be able to send control data, enabling you to control SP8 preamps and settings from within the EVO software mixer. Within the expanded system, Smartgain also becomes even more powerful, enabling you to run Smartgain across multiple devices simultaneously. And by pressing and holding one of the Smartgain buttons, it will automatically select all of the inputs for up to 24 channels of simultaneous Smartgain, allowing you to set the gain for an entire band or small orchestra in less than 20 seconds. Designed to slot straight into your studio, EVO SP8 defies the norm with its deceptively small form factor. At just over 14 inches wide, with non-slip rubber feet, SP8 works perfectly whether on your desktop, in a portable rig, or as a permanent fixture in your studio with the optional rack ears. Finally, as with any EVO product, when you choose SP8 and go on to register it via our website, you gain access to a free suite of creative software including Cubase LE, industry-leading plugins, and virtual instruments, so you can start recording as soon as you open the box. Bigger sessions demand more inputs, and expanding your existing audio interface via ADAT might be the most cost-effective solution to scale up your studio. With the EVO SP8, you're getting incredible sound quality from 8 intelligent EVO preamps with Smartgain, JFET instrument inputs, 8 line outputs, and 2 ADAT connections, giving you enough I/O firepower to easily tackle multi-mic sessions like recording drums or taking on a full band. Please be sure to watch some of our other EVO SP8 related videos, and don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date with EVO related content. And if you have any questions about SP8, then please leave us a comment or get in touch.